Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Zombe's mod pack for Minecraft. This is the mod pack that'll let you fly, a bunch of other stuff included. Flying's usually the main one people get it for, and then it's got a bunch of other useful things like finding mobs and stuff like that. So how you want to find this is just Google for it, as with anything, and make sure it's Zombe, Z-O-M-B-E, or who knows, maybe it's pronounced zombie, I don't know, but it's spelled without the I. And just click on the very first result, Zombe's mod pack, and I'll link to this in the video description too, I guess. And you can see, current version for Minecraft 1.0. Now, yes, you should read all of this, read the README before asking questions, blah, 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 blah. But you want to download this file. It's a zip file. So we're just going to open that up here, extract all files, and there we go. So you can see a bunch of different stuff here. The main things that you're going to have to deal with are the classes folder and then the config folder. The source folder you don't have to touch. That's if you actually wanted to build your own version of this mod, and the get error and readme thing you shouldn't have to deal with unless you have a bunch of other mods that are conflicting and you get some sort of weird error. Now the other tool you'll need is either a program like WinRAR, or I recommend actually 7-zip. This one I like quite a bit more than WinRAR because it doesn't have a nag screen and it's free. But to find that, just Google for 7-zip. It's 7-zip.org, and you want to go to the download page, and you're just going to grab the MSI or exe file for whichever version of Windows you have. I'm on 64-bit, so I'll get that. Waiting. And you'll just run through this installer, and all the defaults work fine. I've already got this installed, so I'm not going to show you the install procedure. It's literally just a next, done. I think it does give you the option of whether or not to add it to your right-click menu, or like a shell extension, it might be what it's called. But if it gives you that option, you want to definitely use that. Okay, so we've got all these files here. We have 7-zip installed, or any sort of archive manager that can deal with jar files specifically. So we're going to open up another window here, type in the top %, app data, all one word, and then another %, and just hit enter. And you should see a .minecraft folder in there. If you don't, just go ahead and type it at the end of whatever address you have up here, so /.minecraft. But basically there's a .minecraft folder in your C users, your name, app data, roaming folder, .minecraft. And this is where Minecraft actually stores its main binary file. It's executable. Now, basically you need to go into the Minecraft folder and then the bin folder, and you need to right-click on your Minecraft.jar. Now, if you have 7-zip installed the same way I do, and for some reason my right-click is taking forever, come on, Windows. Wow. Okay. There it is. Okay, whatever. Right-click on Minecraft.jar, go to 7-zip, and do Open Archive. And you just want to do the top option. The other option is if it doesn't have a file extension, you can tell it what sort of file it is. But just do Open Archive. You don't want to extract this because you'll basically break the file structure. But you just hit Open Archive, and now you can actually browse everything that's inside of the Minecraft executable file, or binary file. And yeah, so the only thing you have to do now is go into the classes folder on Zombe's mod pack, and you just want to grab all of these. There's certain ones it'll say on their page that you don't need to get if you happen to not want to do certain. I don't even know where it says that. It might be in the README file. In fact, I believe that's where it's at. But there's certain files that you don't have to copy over if you're not going to use certain parts of the mod. Here we go. This one can be excluded if you don't want the fly mod, if you don't want the craft mod, sun mob, boom mob, resize, furnace, dig, or build mod, blah blah blah. So if you aren't using these, then you can choose not to copy these over, but it really doesn't matter. Unless you have a bunch of other mods installed, in which case you could have a problem. But anyway, so we're going to select every single class file that's in here, and we're just going to drag that over into the Minecraft.jar archive window thing that 7-zip has opened, and just release, and it'll ask if you want to confirm that you want to put those into the jar file, and just hit yes. Now, if you haven't done this before, I have, but this is a very important step, and it will not work if you don't do it. The default Minecraft.jar has a meta-inf folder in here, and all you have to do is select that folder and hit delete. It'll ask if you want to delete it, hit yes, and you're done. You should be good. So you can go ahead and close out this window. And now the last thing we have to do is go back up to your actual Minecraft folder. And you can see I've already made a folder called mods. You won't have it. So you'll create a folder called mods, all lowercase. And then another folder called Zombe, Z-O-M-B-E, all lowercase. And then in there, the only file you actually have to copy over is this config file. But it'll help you to copy all these other ones over if you have any interest in using the other mods as well that come with it. Like the flying mods and whatnot. So anyway, you drag all those over. And then the only one you're really going to need to look into, unless you want to get a little deeper into this, is the config.txt file. So just open this up with Notepad, which should be the default. And basically it says lines beginning with the # are comments. So anything that you see with a comma in front of it means that it's ignoring this line. So like this line that says mod card enabled, yes. Well, it's ignoring that, so that means it's not enabled. Or you could also have typed in no and unignored it, and it would be the same. But just know anything with a # in front of it will not actually be active. So we want to scroll down, and the main one most people want to use is the fly mod, and by default it is disabled too. It'll look like this. So all you have to do is get rid of that comment, and you're good. Now it has some other options like what keys you want to use. The ones I'm currently using are F to toggle the fly mod, E to fly up, Q to fly down, left shift to sprint, and same with while you're running. And then I believe the here it is, fly run speed multiplier. So this is basically whenever you're holding down shift, what speed will you go, or what multiplier on top of whatever speed you would normally be going do you want to multiply it by. So this is 10, so this is 10 times faster than you would normally be flying with shift down. And same with running and all this other stuff. You can set up a vertical speed, you can set up a jump speed, which can be very painful if you don't have God mode on. And you can even technically turn on no clip, which I don't think works on my server, or I don't know if it works on multiplayer at all. But anyway, so once you've changed those, you just save, and you go ahead and give Minecraft a launch, and you should be good, in theory. And then you'll just hit F to fly. Yay! And Q to go back down. Shift to go really, really fast. Same with while you're flying. Now, if you do have keyboard conflicts, like if it's overlapping, then you just go to your controls. This is what I've set mine up as to not conflict with the Zombe mod. But I could just as easily just change Zombe mod to make it work. But yeah, so the only ones I changed were, let's see, drop I changed to R because by default it's E, which I have to go up, and then sneak by default is left shift, but I changed it to left control. And then inventory by default, or sorry, inventory is by default E, I think. So I changed that to I. I think D was fog, and I changed that to F, or F was fog, and I changed it to G. I don't remember. Anyway, you just want to make sure these things don't line up with what's in that config file. So yeah, that should be all you need to actually get Zombe mod up and working. And yep, good luck.